Let me go ahead and push play on this video. Okay, reacting to Sarah Boone's. Okay, this is in 2020, February 2020, when she called the police and admitted that she put her boyfriend, Jorge Torres, in a suitcase and zipped him up in there, and then went upstairs to bed, and then came back downstairs the next afternoon, and he was dead in her suitcase. So after she called 911, the police came to her property, and this is their body cam footage. It's silent right now while they're driving up to her apartment. These are her apartments over there. Well, of the apartments where she lived.
Hey, would you do me a favor, pull one of these spots just so we can get out of it? It's signal 7, so it's gonna be turned over to you guys.
Yep.
He was last seen last night, so.
You could get all your guys out of there.
What's that?
You could get everything out of there.
Wrapping up getting info. You gotta clipboard on the all you need and stuff.
Oh, yes, thank you. Now.
Oh, right there.
Did you call it? What time did you call it?
I'll get a time for it.
Hello there. Hi. You live here?
Yes.
Okay, I'll talk to you. We gotta get some information
I
from the
know.
fire department.
That's the property manager. I don't know if I should go tell him really quick or just so he knows what's going on.
Where is he at?
He wants that way.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll take care of that for you, okay?
Okay, that part to me was weird, that she wanted to go tell the property manager what happened to her boyfriend or what she did to her boyfriend. It's just strange. It's almost like she's proud of it and wants to brag. I don't really know how to take that, because it's like a repeated pattern with her. Like she wants to tell everyone about her boyfriend suffocating to death in her suitcase. It's just odd.
I had a cigarette lit.
I'll get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay?
I really need...
Cigarette request number 1. I'll try to point those out every time I see them.
Drink.
Okay,
I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay, so she's requesting her cigarette and her Dr. Pepper. And I bet you anything her Dr. Pepper is spiked with vodka. And since she's an alcoholic, she's probably having withdrawals right now, being without her cigarettes and her vodka.
Give me 1 second.
It's Armando.
Put the time. That you called it.
Yeah, I put that right there.
You got the time you called it? Okay, perfect.
I'm in my comfy, cozy cardigan because it's therapy day today, and I've actually really come to look forward to therapy.
You can't go back inside. What's going on? Who is he to you? Boyfriend?
Yes, for like 3.5 years.
What happened?
He and I,
Okay, so here she's saying this is her boyfriend of 3.5 years. Well, she said like 3.5 years, so I think the like word is where she tries to get off on a technicality. We're saying, you know, somewhere around 3.5 years. But if you look at the date here on this video.
Drank last night.
Can you pass this to the around to the SD guys? Stop. They need to sign that for sure.
They're with me, so they're not.
Oh, they're not leaving. Okay.
Okay, so if you look at the date here, it says 2/24 of 2020. February 24th, 2020. The last video that we did of the police body cam was in September of 2019. And in September 2019 video, she said that they were boyfriend and girlfriend. Her and George were boyfriend and girlfriend for 2.5 years. So this is approximately, let's see, October, November, December, January. Okay, so approximately 5 months later, 5 months later, she's saying now they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for like 3.5 years. But it's only 5 months past the 2.5 years, so it's probably less than 3 years that they've been together. I think she just is exaggerating. Because she probably thinks it makes her look better.
No. Each of them has to. This might be a real scene. So each of them has to put their name.
Normally
in
we all I just put everybody.
Yeah, you call it working.
What's going on?
Sorry,
I just got here, so fill me in.
No problem. Like,
Yeah,
he and I were putting a puzzle together. We've been doing some artwork together.
You are putting a puzzle together?
Yes, we have a puzzle that we started in there.
Okay.
We've been doing art, trying to take the stuff off the wall to make new art put up there, like having a good time with one another. But we're drinking. We had a bottle of wine last night.
Okay.
So then it's like, we decided to play hide and seek, right?
Okay.
So he gets in the suitcase, okay?
Who is this guy?
That's my ex-husband, my former husband.
How did he live here with you guys?
No, I called him over here.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
Okay, so here's another pattern with her. When she talks about her ex-husband, she doesn't seem very comfortable calling him her ex, so she changes it to former husband. Another thing that's strange to me. Okay, so here I pointed out in other videos that she says that she called her ex-husband over there, former husband, because she didn't know what to do. But we have seen in previous police body cam videos that she clearly knows to call 911 anytime she's got a problem. So that did not make sense.
I didn't know what to do.
Okay.
So then he came over here.
Here, let's talk in private, okay?
I called you guys. I tried giving her CPR. The problem is I fell asleep.
When did you do CPR?
This morning, when I found it.
Before you called?
Yes.
Okay, so here's another thing to look for. This is another, I don't know if it was an outright lie or if it's just something that she said that was wrong, but she asked her when did she start CPR, and she said this morning. Well, later she's going to admit she didn't even get out of bed until afternoon, so she did not start CPR in the morning.
1 o'clock right now.
I tried. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. And that's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband or your
Yes.
ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where did he live at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and who zipped him up in?
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. So, you're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what
I
happened.
fell asleep, so I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or
What kind of medical conditions does he have?
Okay, so you heard that. She said that, I don't know if he suffocated or had an aneurysm or what. She does know that he suffocated because he told her he could not breathe. So I think that was a blatant lie.
that I know of.
Nothing that you know of.
None
You
that I
didn't take
know
any
of.
medicine?
No.
No medicine.
All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine.
Okay.
Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Okay, again, there's her favorite word, literally. She said, all we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine. Well, the receipts from Publix grocery store in Florida shows that there were 2 purchases made that day that George died on Sunday. And each purchase was for 1 bottle of wine, and there were 2 empty bottles of wine found in the trash. So when she's saying literally we had just a bottle of wine, again, she's lying.
Okay. So I don't know if he had a heart attack or what in there. Like, I don't know what happened.
So how long were you doing CPR on him prior to you calling 911? You tried that all morning?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I called him while I was
What
doing
time
CPR.
did you start? Probably, you give me a rough ballpark. Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay?
Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am
Hold on,
so
one
cotton
second,
mouth
one
right now.
Another request for her Dr. Pepper, which I'm sure is spiked with vodka. She's more concerned with her cigarettes and her Dr. Pepper with vodka, speculating on the vodka part, than she is with her boyfriend being dead. I mean, she doesn't seem to care about that at all, that her boyfriend's dead. I just want my cigarette and my drink.
Ma'am, and you can't talk to him until we get done with
That's
this,
fine.
okay?
Just don't leave, okay, Brian?
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Did you hear that? Ma'am, you can't talk to him. And Sarah, you can't talk to Brian, your ex-husband, former husband. And she says, okay, well, just don't leave. Just don't leave, okay, Brian? So she deliberately disobeyed the officer's orders right there.
Thank you.
I know.
Do me a favor. Stand over there by that car. Give me 1 second.
Juvederm Day is coming soon. And you're invited.
Just give us a second, okay? Is that okay?
Somebody else on that call operation.
It's on the counter. I can't move anything from out of the house.
Request number 3 for her Dr. Pepper. It's on the counter, please. I'm just so cotton-mouthed right now. I need my drink.
See, like, I'm
Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal
I
with,
need
right? Sit.
May
I
I
don't
have water? Just water.
I can get you some water, okay? Just I want you not on your feet because I don't want you passing out on me.
I need water.
Okay, I'll get some for you.
222 Charlie, put you on it.
Hey, how are you? Okay, so you don't live here in this house.
No. I live down in Lake Winata Cove down
Lake
there.
Sonata Cove. Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of tell me how you came here today, or
Well, I had been calling.
come down here because we got to talk. I know.
I've been calling since.
You've been calling your ex-wife or current wife?
Yes.
Okay.
No. Ex-wife. We've
Okay.
been divorced about a year and a half. About 11:30 is when I.
So the ex-husband, Brian Boone, here says that they've been divorced. Him and Sarah have been divorced for about a year and a half. But Sarah says that she's been dating boyfriend and girlfriend with George for 3.5 years, approximately.
Calling to find out this is supposed to be her day. Her child.
Okay.
She's generally not very good about always doing it. She tends to drink.
They called back and said she was still there, or she came back.
So I was calling to find out if she was going to be getting him or not today.
From school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I started calling like 11:30, called every half hour or so, and then
She was back inside the lobby.
finally got a hold of her at 12:49, which is when she told me what was going on and if I'd come over here. So I came
She
over.
called at 12:45.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 12:49.
12:49.
Got over here, told her she needed to call 911, get somebody over here, and then basically she said she needed to go outside, have a drink and a cigarette. I walked back out the house because I didn't really want to
Who
be
called?
there.
Did you call or did she call?
Well, I called. She called me back when I was on my way to make sure I was coming over. But
I need water really bad.
I called her
Give me 1
initially.
second, okay?
But I called her initially.
Sarah interrupted the police lady here talking to Brian, saying, please, I need water really bad. You know, it's always all about her. She doesn't care what anyone else is doing. She's just like, hey, jump through these hoops. I said jump, 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 jump. Cigarettes, water, Dr. Pepper. Give me what I want.
Do you have water in your car by any chance?
I don't think so.
And it's really disgusting that these two are actually doing what Sarah says for them to do. She's like, I need water really bad. And so they're just kind of jumping through hoops trying to get her what she's demanding. And that's disgusting to me. I bet George wanted some water too while he was in the suitcase. I bet he was very thirsty. Did Sarah care? Absolutely not.
Nothing?
No,
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay, so she called, you get over here.
I called her first.
Okay.
Trying to find out if she's going to get Lucas. That's when she told me everything's going on. I got my stuff together, put the puppy up in his crate. When I was starting to drive over here is when she called me to make sure I was coming. And then I got over here right after
Did you
that.
go inside and see and then?
I walked inside the front. I didn't see the little front tile area.
Come on, step this way.
I saw legs. I just didn't really want to be in there around it, so I told her.
Well, just for the sake of this crime scene, I want to know if I were to find your footprint, it would be because you went this far into the house. So did you actually make entry past the threshold?
I don't think I ever made it to the carpet. I think it was just in that. I've been over here before.
Right. Yeah.
But no, I don't think I stepped past
You
that
did?
tile area.
Okay. So
I don't think. I touched doorknob. I don't think I touched anything in the kitchen. I don't know if that really matters.
Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much the gist of what you have. Well, sit tight for us. We're going to make a few phone calls, and then we'll go from there. Do you know if he has any medical issues, or?
I don't.
Okay, but you've met him before?
I've met him before, yes.
Okay.
Yes, they've got a whole fun history.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, you guys have called over here quite a few times.
For the two of them?
Yeah, he's been arrested like, I think 5 times for crimes against her, so.
Really? Okay, I'm not familiar with, I haven't been here personally. So they have
Okay, so Brian said that George has been arrested at least 5 times. So, to me, that means that Sarah has called 911 at least 5 times. So, how did she suddenly this day not know what to do?
Currently on parole because of it, so.
Because of domestic violence with her?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, from last time he got, what do they call it, retrial something or other. He had to go to a domestic violence class.
Okay.
I know he was doing it at a parole officer, stuff like that. But I mean, like, every time she'd have him arrested, the next day she was trying to get him bailed out of jail. So I don't know what it is.
Oh, she's getting water from the tap. Probably going to pass out on us. Okay, well, listen, please do me a tight.
Oh, no.
I'll make a few
Not
phone
a problem.
calls.
I mean,
Where does your kid need to be picked up?
Lakeline Elementary.
How soon, though?
3 o'clock is
3
when he gets
o'clock,
out.
okay.
I normally move out.
Let me try and get this going for you, because I know you need that. Over here. Martinez.
Oh yeah, this part is going to be silenced for a little bit, so I'm going to try to fast forward it.
And this is the boyfriend?
Yes.
How long?
3.5 years.
Living together that whole time?
Yes.
Okay. And your last name?
Boone.
Spell it.
Boone.
First name?
Sarah. Sarah.
Birth date?
10/10/77.
So, you've had a second to kind of collect yourself. Tell it to me again. You guys were playing last night, drinking a bottle of wine,
Putting puzzles together, doing
doing
artwork.
puzzles, artwork. Okay.
Had a bottle of wine and then decided to play hide and seek. So he
What
gets,
time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by 12:30.
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least, and I fell asleep.
Okay.
forgetting that he was
So
in
you
the
guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go seek.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So
Okay.
he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you.
This part is very important here. So on her 911 call, she says that she put her boyfriend in the suitcase and zipped him up. And just now, the police lady asked her, so you put your boyfriend in a suitcase? And Sarah said, no, I didn't put him in there. He got in there. Of course, she did not say that he got in there by himself. She just said, no, he got in there. I'm going to rewind this because I skipped a little bit.
Spell it for me. Torres. And his first name?
So I'm just pointing out the changes in her stories.
I'll go ahead and start making the calls. Ma'am, could you go ahead and give me his last name? Torres? Spell it for me. Torres. And his first name?
George, Jorge. Jorge.
Jorge. His birth date?
2/13/78.
And this is the boyfriend.
Yes.
How long?
3.5 years.
Living together that whole time?
Yes.
Okay. And your last name?
Boone.
Spell it.
Boone.
First name?
Sarah. Sarah.
Birth date?
10/10/77.
So, you've had a second to kind of collect yourself. Tell it to me again. You guys were playing last night, drinking a bottle of wine,
Putting puzzles together, doing
doing
artwork.
puzzles, artwork. Okay.
Had a bottle of wine and then decided to play hide and seek. So he
What
gets,
time was that? Do you remember?
I mean, I know that I was in bed probably by like what, 12:30?
Okay.
Well, I went upstairs at least and I fell asleep,
Okay.
forgetting that he was
So
in
you
the
guys
suitcase.
were playing the hide and go seek.
Yes.
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the suitcase. So
Okay.
he thought it would be funny to be put in the suitcase. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to joke with you and I'll zip you up and make him, squirm a little bit, whatever it is. But then I fell asleep.
Okay, there's another pattern with her. Anytime that she says the word whatever, I think she's being dishonest. Or maybe leaving out an important part of the story. She said, okay, well, I zipped him up and I was like, she said something like, I'm just going to leave him in there for a little bit and let him squirm a little or whatever. But the whatever part to me is the clue that she is being dishonest or leaving out something important here.
I fell asleep.
Where was the suitcase?
Right where
You
it
got in
is.
it, right down there?
Yes.
You zipped him in there.
Yes.
Thought he would be funny, a little
It
joke.
was. We both were laughing about it.
Okay, that part there where the police lady said, well, where was the suitcase? And Sarah says, right where it is. I don't believe that because she said that Sarah said the suitcase was upstairs in her closet, way at the back. And that they were going to get some of her son's clothes out of Sarah's closet that he had outgrown. And they were going to put those clothes into this suitcase of hers and donate the suitcase with the clothes and all in it. So why would they bring the suitcase downstairs if the donations are upstairs? So I don't believe it was the suitcase that was actually downstairs when George got into it. I believe it was upstairs.
And then I fell asleep
Where did you fall asleep at?
upstairs.
In your bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Totally forgetting that he was in the suitcase still.
Okay. And then you came back downstairs?
This morning, or this afternoon, yes, when I got up.
What time?
12:30-ish. I was awake, but I totally forgot that he was in the suitcase. He can tell you there's a lot of things that we have been going through.
Here we go. So the police is asking about, well, what happened? You know, what happened last night between you and George? And she said, oh, well, he, as in her ex-husband Brian, can tell you there's a lot of things that we've been going through. I just want to go ahead and let you know that George has been abusive to me. So just want to go ahead and throw that out there while we're talking about what happened to George. You know, I'm a victim too. Don't leave me out. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, got good internet strength.
Jobs.
Yeah, he did tell me.
Life, all that good stuff. So I just totally forgot.
So you began to do CPR on him?
Yes. Yes.
About
And he
what
gurgled.
time this morning
Like,
did you start doing that CPR?
No, it was the afternoon. It was afternoon because I was awake, but then I finally decided to come downstairs at like 12:30-ish, whatever it is, and I was like, I forgot he was in the suitcase and he wasn't moving. Nothing was happening, so I unzipped it, took him out and started doing CPR on him.
Okay, there's this part here is where I like to duplicate what Sarah says just to see if it feels real. Okay, so she says, I forgot he was in the suitcase. You know, something real squeaky like that. And to me, it just doesn't feel real. Like, it doesn't feel like real emotions. It just feels like strange. I forgot he was in the suitcase.
He was on his way over here. I called you when he got here.
Once he got here, you called us?
Yes.
Okay.
And air was coming out and he was gurgling, but I could just tell by looking at him.
But you knew how to do CPR. You were doing that on your own?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the person that was on the phone with me also, I counted with him doing.
And he's got no medical? He doesn't take any medication?
I don't know. I don't know medical-wise. I know he doesn't take any medications whatsoever.
Okay.
The only thing, like I said, I don't know if alcohol had something to do with it, but we had a bottle of wine.
Okay. All right. Here, I want you to sit back down because I don't want
Can I have one more sip of water, please?
Yeah, go.
Denver, Signal 29, residential, audible, 13023 Island Bay Drive.
I'll do what I can to get you a cup because I don't want you to have to keep doing that.
The maintenance should have a proper cancel the indications in the front door. Right to that first side. The motor unit on the channel.
The cups are like right there.
044 motor unit.
Right here. Don't talk to the ex-husband right
now.
now.
I won't. Can I have a cigarette, please?
Ma'am, I can't take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
Nope, all of it.
Yet another request for a cigarette. The police lady has already told her that she cannot get anything out of the home or off the back deck or anything. And Sarah once again said, the cups are right there, you know, just pointing inside the home. Like, okay, well, I know you told me you can't get anything out of there, but get me a cup and my cigarette. I don't know how many times she's requested this cigarette and drinks. I mean, she's just all about herself. Like, what all does Sarah want? Get it for her.
Here, okay? I'll try my best to get you what you need, okay? Maybe one of these deputies has a pack from someone, you know, sit down and I'll try and get you what you need, okay?
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on your feet.
You want camera still?
Yeah.
Where's the place top right?
Want to talk over here?
Oh, did I rewind it?
And at some point you put him in the suitcase?
No, he got in the
Okay,
suitcase. So
I rewinded it. Or I rewound it. Sorry.
To the ex-husband right now, okay?
I won't. Can I have a cigarette, please?
Ma'am, I can't take anything out of the house.
It's on the back porch.
Nope, all of it. It's secure, okay? I'll try my best to get you what you need, okay? Maybe one of these deputies has a pack from someone, you know, sit down and I'll try and get you what you need, okay?
Just cut, please.
Okay. I don't want you on...
hate the way she tries to order everyone around. It bothers me. Okay, so here. It's about to come back on.
After we got done.
It's still Boone. Okay.
Yeah,
And then your first name?
Brian, Brian.
Brian. And your date of birth?
5/27/75.
And your child is in school right now. He's not here with you.
No. He's
okay.
at school.
He's in school. How old is he?
This will be a fun one to explain. He's 9. He's third
I
grade.
can't even start with how you would explain something like this. Okay. 6th grade, you said?
Third grade.
Third grade.
9.
Third grade. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So sit tight for us. I'm sorry it's so hot. Maybe the middle of that would be a good spot to stand. So we'll take it from there. I'll keep you updated.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Thank you.
Traffic, 221 Alpha unit check. 4 pounds, 10 volt. 10 for 10, 12, and 1332.
Do this now?
Oh, I don't know.
Did we get that dog by any chance?
He's sleeping on the road.
Oh, poor thing. So your backyard's not fenced? Okay. Because we put him in the backyard and I guess he knew to...
I'm sorry?
Your dog. We thought the backyard was fenced.
The dogs are outside?
No. We have them contained.
One's deaf and one's blind.
Okay.
That's why I was making sure they were under the table.
Nope, that's yours. So we just been wait for get the instructions on what to do next. You got
On that part she said, "My dogs are outside. One's deaf and one's blind." And, again, she's showing more concern about the dogs, the cigarettes, the vodka, the water, everything except for her boyfriend. She just has zero concern for her boyfriend. She has nothing to say about him.
water. Good. Okay.
Can I please just have a cigarette? They're on the back porch.
Not right now. We can't have you go and get anything. Why don't you sit?
Another request for a cigarette. How many times does she have to be told no? Probably forever. She does not understand the word no. Well, she will not accept the word no.
Shade. You're okay right there? Or maybe a little closer here where the shade is?
You're still on?
Yeah. Are you? Okay.
You're getting up left-handed.
Oh no, you're in 24 right now. What in the world?
23 unit check.
I'm like, nobody's going up there?
I heard silence. I said 220. I was leaving Econ in 50. Just gonna go get me a sub. And then I said, well, I need to go to that.
243 no check unit check.
Am I able? Someone asked.
1334.
I know you said. Wait a minute. My ex-husband buying that cigarette.
We can't let you guys communicate right now.
I know it's what last week. Ask for one.
You want me to get a cigarette from him and bring it to you?
That's okay.
I could probably do that.
Another request for a cigarette. And this time it's a little different. Could you ask my ex-husband for a cigarette and bring it to me?
Ask for a lighter.
And a lighter.
Thank you.
No problem.
I was going to have him arrange childcare.
Okay, good. For the child in school up the street. Okay.
Is my name on there yet?
No, sir, it's not. I need to get her on there too, and him.
Yes.
So they're en route already, probably?
Did anybody call him?
No, you want me to call?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were calling. All right, let me get homicide. Hold on, I'm still on. Let me.
Okay.
I love that part where Sarah's saying, "Could you ask Brian for a cigarette and a lighter?" So the police lady goes over to ask him for a cigarette and a lighter, and she gets distracted by the other policeman, and she doesn't ask Brian at this point. She will ask him later, I think. And I believe Sarah does end up finally getting her cigarettes, which is disgusting to me. I thought she should squirm a little bit more.
It's natural. You're nervous. You have anxiety. You're scared, right?
I don't know how to explain it to you.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I don't know how to. I'm just waiting for whoever, so.
I can tell you this. I'm going to be here just as long as you are. Including my... It'll be a while. I'm welcoming this breeze right now. It's kind of warm. All right? So just bear with us.
I know.
All right?
If you could, like, give me whatever updates or anything that you know of, that's just how I work, so I know, like, kind of what...
Well, let me look at my computer, see.
Okay, more orders from Sarah. Now I want updates. So I want cigarettes, Dr. Pepper, water, a lighter, and updates. So her list of demands are really adding up.
We already got a detective on his way. He's on the screen. Okay. No, ella quiere lavarse las manos con... Honey, that's my corporal. Let me pick it up.
Okay, a little bit more silence. These are the detectives that just arrived. And that's Chelsea and her partner Scott. And this guy, I really like his style, his technique. He's very blunt and straightforward. I really like that. And she's got a terrible cough. Every one of her recordings, she's coughing. I just want to give her some cough drops. Just put these in while you're being recorded.
Hey, Sarah. Did you get enough water?
Yes.
No, if you want to stay seated, don't. I don't want you getting lightheaded. So remember I said the detectives were going to come out and talk to you and go from there. You know what I'm saying? They're here. They're going to ask you a few questions and then go from there, okay? All right.
All right, sir. My name's Chelsea. My partner, Scott. To my understanding, you reside here?
Yes.
Okay. Is it just you,
And George.
Okay.
I have a 9-year-old. It's 50-50 with Brian, my former husband.
Your former husband. Okay. But you reside here with George, and then your son lives with you, or lives there's 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. So from what
Rodriguez
has told me, she explained last night that you guys were drinking a bottle of wine, and around midnight, you decided you guys
12:30ish, yeah.
Okay. You guys decided to play.
See, I don't like this technique where she's recapping what Sarah told the police lady. Okay, so you were drinking a bottle of wine and then you were playing, this is what you said earlier. She needs to be asked fresh what happened. Just ask what happened and then be quiet and let Sarah say it again, because her story may change and that's important to know. So I don't like that technique, but I don't know that I could do any better.
Hide and seek.
Well, we were playing hide and seek, and then
Was your son home at the time, or okay?
no, with my
Ex.
with Brian.
Okay.
Decided to play. We're just stupid like that. Like,
Sure.
we were putting puzzles together. We were doing artwork. You can see the puzzle that we finished in there, and then the artwork, and then decided to play hide and seek, just being stupid.
Okay.
So he decided to get in the suitcase. So I thought it would be funny to, and he was laughing about it too, to dip him up in there. I go upstairs and fell asleep. So this morning or this afternoon when I actually got up out of the bed, I thought for sure he was downstairs on the laptop because he was being really quiet. But then I came downstairs and I'm like, where is he? Like, and then that's when I found him.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay. And then you weren't sure about if you woke up this morning
It was afternoon. I mean, I was
or
awake,
this afternoon.
but I just didn't want to come downstairs. So I
Okay.
just laid in the bed for a little while. And then I eventually came downstairs and was confused about where he was. And then I was like, oh my God, he's in the suitcase still. So I pulled him out and I stretched him out and I started to try to do CPR on him. I
Okay.
called you guys. Well, I called Brian.
Okay.
And then as soon as he got here, which is 30 seconds down the road, I called you guys.
Okay.
And the person on the phone had me do the concussions continually still and count with him until you guys showed up.
Okay. And so as a part of our investigation, we obviously have to go inside the house. We have to look at things. Are you okay with us
Yes.
going in the house and looking at things?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And forensics, so we have to have our forensics crime scene investigators come out. Are you also okay with them coming inside,
Do
taking
whatever you need to
photographs
do.
and
Whatever
okay.
you need to do.
Okay.
Can I ask, is Brian, I'm sorry, George, was he diagnosed with any kind of medical history?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I don't know. I mean, he doesn't take drugs. I mean, we'll have the occasional bottle of wine here and there, but I don't know, like,
That was going to be my next question. So
I
you
don't
guys don't normally drink, you just drink once in a while, or?
well, I'm gonna say, like, okay, I guess normal drinking is, like, we will have, like, a glass of wine or two, like, while we're cooking dinner, sure, here, and we'll play a board game with him, and we'll games in there. But, I mean, it's not, like,
A couple of beers a day?
well, but I don't understand, though, like, for the little bit that we had, like, if that had anything to even do with it. Like, I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm or what happened to him. I don't know.
And were you guys together all day?
See, that part she left out the suffocation. So this time she said, I don't know if he had a heart attack or a stroke or an aneurysm. I don't know. So she left out the part that she mentioned earlier that she thought he suffocated. He could have suffocated, which she knew he did because the night before he was telling her he couldn't breathe and he was begging her to let him out of the suitcase, and she refused. So she left that suffocation part out this time. I think she realized it was not a good thing to suggest. Let's blame it on some kind of condition, pre-existing condition. Not Sarah's fault.
Okay. Here?
Yes.
Like neither of you left the apartment yesterday?
I think he drove up to the convenience store to get cigarettes.
Okay.
But I mean, you can walk there.
Does he have any history of consuming drugs? I know he doesn't now because you said he doesn't, but
I don't know.
as far as you've ever known him, you've never seen him.
No. I mean, he's from Philadelphia, and he grew up in Philadelphia, and then he went to Massachusetts, and then from Massachusetts he came down here. So I don't really know like a whole lot of like medical history or anything.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 4 years, like 3.5 years.
You guys been living here the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. He's never been to the doctor or to the hospital during that time?
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
He and his brother got into a really bad argument at one point. He had to have facial reconstruction, but
Sarah says that George and his brother got into a really bad argument at one time, and George had to have facial reconstruction surgery. Okay, now, I've had really bad arguments before, but they have not resulted in surgery. I think it was a bit more than an argument.
in the hospital from that, and then I talked him into going to see like a regular physician so he could get just like a regular like checkup thing.
Yeah.
But there were no red flags.
How long ago was that?
The surgery or
Yeah,
the doctor?
both.
The surgery I think was at this point what, 2 years maybe, 2.5 years. The checkup was probably a good 2 years too.
Okay.
The part that she's leaving out conveniently of that story, the reason that George was attacked by his brother was because Sarah told George's brother that George had beat her. So that was the result of Sarah's story, which I doubt was actually true. I mean, I think he could have defended himself against her, but I don't know for sure.
Suitcase is still in there?
Yep, always.
Is it normally stored down there? Did you guys travel recently?
No, he was going to start putting some of the, what do you call it, donations in there. So that's why
it's out?
Yes.
Okay. You guys didn't recently travel somewhere or anything like that?
After you zipped them up, did you move the bag around and mess with them at all, or you just zipped it up and walked away
and I both were laughing about it, but I went upstairs and I fell asleep.
Okay, so Detective Scott asked Sarah, so after you zipped him up, did you move the bag around a little bit or whatever? And she goes, I went upstairs and I fell asleep. So she conveniently did not answer that question. She knows she flipped him over multiple times while he was inside the suitcase.
What position was he in when he went in? Was he sitting on his rear end and his head up and he just kind of bent over?
Okay, so like this is the suitcase. Like this was his head and then he's right here and his feet were down.
So he was laying on his side?
Yes. Yes.
You just closed the flap and zipped it around
Yes.
him? Okay.
We were playing.
Understandably, okay.
So he said that I needed to tell you guys about his family. Like, who do I talk to about that?
We're gonna do that one.
Here we go. Yeah, we were playing. Just know that it was just a game that was just lighthearted playing. Now, let me change the subject really quick because I'm getting tired of you're getting too close to finding out the truth of what really happened. So let's talk about something else. Yeah, how about my own safety? Let's go back to me being the victim.
Once we walk through and see, we're gonna.
We're not going anywhere. We're gonna
I'm
be
just
here for
telling
a
you,
while.
like,
this is gonna be a while.
I'm afraid for my life. I want you to know that. I am afraid
Why is that?
for my life. His family liked me. I'm the blue-eyed white devil, is what they call me. So they've never liked me.
Well, so I don't blame George's family for not liking Sarah. I mean, look what happened to George as a result of Sarah's actions. Of course they don't like you. But she's trying to play the victim like, oh, his family's going to kill me. So, you know, I need protection. I'm the victim here. You need to be worried about me. Don't be worried about George and what happened to him. Worry about Sarah.
Never taken me in. They've never accepted me. I'll put it that way.
Have you called any of them?
We talked to his daughters yesterday.
No, I mean, like, about this. Does
No.
anyone know? Okay.
That's
So
why
no one's gonna know until we will be making that notification. So
they're going to kill me.
Okay.
Do
Well,
they live local?
Yes, they're down the road. They're going to kill me. His kids are going to kill me in Philadelphia. They're going to kill me. This was not intentional.
okay.
And they're not going to understand that. They're not going to accept it.
We're gonna do a.
I wish someone had the time to count how many times Sarah says the words not intentional. I mean, it would probably be thousands. At least thousands. But these two, Chelsea and Scott, they're going to hear not intentional so many times it's probably going to be engraved in their brains forever. Anytime they hear the words not intentional, they're going to think about Sarah. Okay, let's go back to Sarah playing the part of the victim.
Investigation, and we will definitely make sure that you don't feel scared when we leave here. Okay.
And
When
my
we leave.
9-year-old.
Well, he's at school. He's with your husband.
I know. Well,
ex-husband.
Your husband said that, or your ex-husband said he made arrangements for your 9-year-old to be picked up.
Oh, okay, his mom. Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're going to go inside if that's okay.
Yes, please, but you guys just keep me posted.
Of
So I know what's going on.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't.
Again, another demand of Sarah's. Keep me posted. And she's about to make a new demand. Don't tell George's family what I did to him until you let me know first. So she's trying to command the officers of what to do, in what order she wants it done, and how she wants it done. She's trying to dictate everyone's movements around her.
All you have to do is get their attention if you have a question or you need to talk to us. He's standing right there. She'll be right here.
Yeah. Okay, but will you guys tell me, like, so you're telling me, like, you won't call whoever it is without telling me, right?
No.
I mean, I have all their phone
And
numbers.
we're not
if you need
calling.
them.
We're not making phone calls. We're actually going to speak to them in person.
Yeah.
We
That'll
are.
be later
They're
on.
going to. Okay.
It'll
You'll
be
know
later.
prior to us making any
I'm
contact.
not going to be here.
Okay.
They're going to kill me.
Okay.
We'll address all of that, okay, before we leave.
Finally, she told the truth. I am not going to be here. So she manipulates her ex-husband, former husband, Brian Boone, to allow her to stay the night at his house this Monday night, after she reported George as being dead. And then the next night she's going to stay at the police station, or in the jail. So she was right. She was not going to stay here at her apartment anymore.
This was.
Okay? Thank you.
Just stay seated, okay, Sarah? I know you're panicking, okay? Just relax. We'll come and talk to you. We'll keep checking on you.
She said, I'm having a panic attack. I'm kind of disgusted that the police officers are being so nice to her, which, you know, it's understandable. They don't know that she's guilty of anything at this point. I mean, she did admit to it, but, you know, they don't have all the facts or evidence at this time. So it's understandable that they are nice to her, but it's kind of difficult to watch, you know, in hindsight. Here she comes again. What does she want this time?
They're coming out now. I'll get you somebody, okay? She wants to say something. She wants to call. Come on.
We're
You don't
here,
know
so
anything though, like why or how?
So that we will not know the answer to that because we're not doctors. So what's gonna happen is he's gonna go to the medical examiner's office and he'll have what's called an autopsy.
Yeah.
That'll be first thing tomorrow morning. I'll know a lot, hopefully a lot more tomorrow morning as far as him. But I cannot. There's no way I could say how, why.
So just by looking at him, like, why is he purple?
Oh, that's normal when someone passes away. Lividity turn.
as soon as the heart stops beating, the blood starts to settle to the lowest points of the body. And then it becomes very pronounced.
Here, I believe she's just trying to get information out of the police. Like, do you all think that this is my fault? What do you think is the reason that he died? Do you know? Can you tell me? Because basically she's just trying to figure out, get some information about what they're thinking and if she's in trouble. And she's saying, I'm really scared right now. Again, she's the victim, not George. Pay attention to her.
I'm like really scared. I want you guys to know that.
We have all these deputies here, so while we're here, nothing's going to happen to you. Before we go and make any notifications, you'll have plenty of time to leave or do what you need to do. Whatever you need to do, okay? And we can talk about that more in length, but yeah, it's not going to be a surprise.
Real quick, and then,
But like, I don't like this was totally like
Not intentional.
Like that's what I'm scared about too. Like
we'll have all the answers. We'll have a lot more answers tomorrow after medical examiner looks at it. Like she said, what you're seeing here is common. This is us coming out to the
protocol.
scene. Yeah, his age, no real medical history that
I
we
know of.
For him to have passed away, we come out.
I know.
Yeah. We come out and do an investigation. Medical examiner's office will be sending people out. This is what we do. If he was 75 years old and had a history of heart condition, we wouldn't be here.
I just don't know I don't know what it is.
Exactly. And that's what we're here to find out. We're just here to get the answers. The answers that you want, the answers that his family's going to want.
I just really want to see my son. Like, I really need to see my son.
I need to see my son.
I mean, I know I can't go anywhere, but...
Right.
That part makes me disgusted also. She's saying, I need to see my son. I just want to see my son. Well, Sarah, how do you think George's parents feel? Don't you think they want to see their son? At this point, they don't even know their son is gone. Dead. Ugh, she disgusts me. At least you will get to see your son from prison calls and know that he's alive. His parents don't get that.
Do I just like sit out here and wait for you guys?
If you would, yes, please.
Is anybody else having to show up, or everybody's here that needs to be here?
My team's here that needs to be here. The medical examiners will show up when we call them, but we're not ready for them yet. So they're going to take him, they're going to take some photos, take him, but that's towards the end of it. And they'll be called well in advance when we're ready for them, but we're not ready for them at this point. So then we won't be calling them quite yet. Okay? So like I said, I got to go do some paperwork. They're going to chat with some people, and then we're going to come back and talk to you if you're okay with that.
Yes, please.
So just give us a little bit more time. Like I said, I need to go and do that, and he's going to go do what
So,
he needs to do.
but do you guys tell his family, like, today or after
Yes,
tomorrow?
We have to. It's the law. once our investigation is pretty much complete here, once we leave here, we will be going to...
But again, you'll know. I'm not going to just go and do it without you knowing. You'll know. We'll talk to you prior to doing anything like that.
But how, I mean, I understand what you guys and how you do it, and, you know, so, but, like, what do you just tell him? What do you tell his parents? Like, what's the reason?
He passed away.
We tell them what we know at that point.
Yeah.
We tell them the truth.
And that we're going to be waiting for the autopsy results, and I will be at the autopsy in the morning, and hopefully the doctor will be able to give me some of what they think and see.
We'll give them their number. They can contact them and get it from them.
But yeah, they're gonna know what we're here, what we're investigating, and that
they're gonna think I killed him.
Why would they think that?
They always have said that. They've always have said that.
What have they
I told you it's because I'm the blue-eyed white dragon. That's what they call me.
And there her story changed. Before she was the devil, and now she's a dragon. But she'll repeat the word devil many more times in the future. So I think dragon was just misspeaking right here. But, you know, if George's family did say that Sarah would kill, that they believed that Sarah would kill George, they were very right. I mean, they definitely called that one.
They don't want him with me. So he's basically just not really been around his family because he chooses me over them. Even after I've encouraged him numerous times to go over there and see his family. They never accepted me.
Okay. So here she's saying that she's the hero. She's encouraged George to go see his family. But she's the victim of his family because they've never accepted her. So even though she's their victim, she still tries to be the hero. It's disgusting.
Unforgiving, I'll say that, where they've never accepted me, and everybody in his family has tried to kick my ass, so especially his sister. He had to pull her off me one time.
Do you have somewhere safe that you can go tonight?
Both my parents are deceased, my grandparents are deceased, my aunt and uncle are deceased. I got nobody. I have a brother that's in the Marines, and I've got another one that's in jail.
Unless the brother that's Marines, is he local?
No. Well, he in Altamont, but I think he's doing whatever Marine thing he's doing. But the only way...
Your phone's inside, correct?
She said that one brother's in the Marines and the other brother is in jail. So what's up with the brother in jail? Does her family, are they a family of criminals? What's going on here? And why does she say she's got no one? Where earlier she says she's got a former husband and a son. So are they no one? Get your story straight, Sarah.
Yes.
Does he have a phone?
No.
He doesn't have a phone.
He used my phone.
He uses your phone.
Yeah, we
Okay,
did it
share
together.
phone.
So the only place I could go is over to Brian's house. So I don't think he'll have a problem with it.
Okay.
So
Well, like I said, we're not going to leave here. If you do not feel safe, we are not going to leave here with you not feeling safe. Because then we're liable.
and then his ex-wife in Philadelphia,
Well, she's in Philadelphia, but yes.
there's gonna be a funeral.
Right. That you're talking like days and weeks, possibly
No,
and I'm talking right here, right now.
I know.
So let me do my investigation. Let me go do this paperwork that I'm talking about because we can go back and forth about what ifs like all day long.
I know, sorry.
I promise we're not gonna leave here for you and you not feel safe. Okay? I promise.
Please. Okay. It's just, I don't even know what to tell you.
It's okay. Just take a seat, have some water, give us a few minutes, let us do our thing, and we'll be back to talk to you, I promise, okay?
Like you said, if you need us again, just let them know.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Martina, do you need to
Yeah.
go ahead and type?
Okay.
Sit down and type. Just keep like eyes on. Do you have anyone in here?
There's nobody here, just me.
Okay, that's fine. You're right there, right?
Yeah.
Sit there and type. You're fine.
Okay, so you can see here, right there, that's the end of it. But yeah, this is her first body cam after George's death, and it was really disgusting to me. That's just the word of the whole reaction. That's my reaction word. I'm disgusted. So that's the end of the video.